They thought you'd never find out. But God is revealing everything, and don't scroll, because if this message found you right now, at this exact moment, it's because your spirit has been asking for clarity, for confirmation, for truth, and heaven is finally answering what your heart has been whispering in silence. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, especially after the confusing emotions, the unexplained heaviness, the intuitive nudges that have been following you like shadows you couldn't shake. You felt something shifting behind the scenes, haven't you? You've sensed energy around you changing, tightening, rearranging, as if the universe itself has been preparing you for something big, something hidden, something they thought you'd never uncover. And listen to this. Because it's not paranoia, it's not overthinking, it's not imagination, it's spiritual awareness waking up inside you, warning you that someone's intentions were not as pure as they pretended, that someone's actions did not match their words, that someone underestimated the depth of your intuition and the protection God placed around your life. Don't scroll, your spirit needs this next part, because what's coming to light isn't meant to break you, it's meant to free you. Certain people thought their whispers about you would never reach your ears, they thought their hidden behaviors would stay buried, they thought their jealousy, their doubt, their betrayal would remain invisible, but God, who watches everything in silence, has decided that the season of secrets is over. You've been seeing signs. Angel numbers like 111 reminding you that new beginnings are closer than you think, 222 whispering that balance is being restored, 333 telling you your guides are standing beside you, and 444 wrapping you in spiritual protection as truths rise to the surface. And don't scroll, because this will hit your soul. Those sleepless nights, those random moments of anxiety, that tugging feeling in your chest, that sudden clarity out of nowhere, that moment where someone's name popped into your mind without warning, those were not coincidences, they were divine alerts, signals from the universe preparing you for what is about to be revealed. Someone thought they could hide their true feelings, their true intentions, their true actions, but God has been turning the light on behind the scenes, exposing every dark corner they tried to keep hidden. Listen to this, stay with me, because even your soulmate, the one spiritually connected to you, the one whose energy you still feel, has been sensing this shift too. Their heart has been stirring, their intuition has been awakening, and they've been receiving signs about you without even realizing why. Because your breakthrough is tied to theirs, and once these revelations unfold, the emotional path between you becomes clearer, brighter, divinely guided. Don't scroll, your heart needs this reassurance. You were never unprotected, you were never blind, you were never naive. You were covered. You were watched over. You were being guided even when you didn't understand the whispers coming from your own soul. And now, everything they thought you'd never find out is coming out, not to hurt you, but to elevate you. God is removing the masks from people who could no longer walk into your next chapter. God is exposing conversations you weren't meant to hear at the time, but needed to know later. God is revealing the truth of who was for you and who was against you. And don't scroll, because your spirit needs this final confirmation. The heaviness you've been carrying is not a sign of destruction, it's a sign of revelation. The fog is lifting. The truth is emerging. The energy is shifting in your favor. You are stepping into a season where nothing hidden can remain hidden, where nothing done in darkness can stay in darkness, and where everything meant to harm you will be flipped into divine protection, divine clarity, and divine elevation. Stay open, Stay grounded, stay ready, because what God is about to reveal will change everything. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what you're about to hear is the confirmation your spirit has been quietly begging for, and this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, especially after the way your intuition has been firing off like alarms you didn't know how to interpret. Something inside you has been whispering that not everything around you has been as it seemed. You've felt it in your chest, in your energy, in your spirit. You've been sensing that something has been off, something has been hidden, something has been moving behind the scenes in a way that didn't sit right with your soul. And here's the truth, your intuition wasn't guessing, it was warning you. They thought you'd never find out. They thought you'd stay blind. They thought their actions, their motives, their conversations, their secrecy would stay buried forever. But don't scroll. Because God saw what you didn't see, and now heaven is beginning to peel back the curtain on every false intention, every hidden behavior, every deceptive smile, and every person who underestimated the spiritual covering over your life. You have been protected even when you didn't feel protected. You have been guided even when you didn't understand the direction. Those random chills you got? Those sudden headaches? Those moments where your spirit felt uneasy around certain people? Those weren't coincidences. They were spiritual alerts, indicators that God was getting ready to reveal everything that was done behind your back. And listen to this, because you need to stay with me. You weren't imagining the shift you felt in certain relationships. You weren't imagining the distance. You weren't imagining the strange energy. You weren't imagining the sudden coldness or the unexpected silence. Someone's words didn't match their actions. Someone's loyalty didn't match their promises. Someone's smile didn't match their intentions. And while they thought they were hiding their true feelings or their true agenda, they didn't realize that God was already preparing to expose it all, not on your timeline, but on His. Don't scroll, your heart needs this next piece. Those angel numbers you kept seeing, 111 when you were questioning your path, 222 when you were debating whether to trust your intuition, 444 when you felt alone. Those numbers weren't random. They were signs that heaven was aligning truth in your favor. You've been surrounded by spiritual guidance even in your confusion, even in your hurt, even in your silence. And now you're entering a season where truth will surface so clearly that you won't have to dig, you won't have to beg, you won't have to stress. God will place the truth right in front of you. Someone underestimated the level of divine protection over your life. They thought secrecy was power. They thought manipulation would work. They thought deception would keep them safe. But don't scroll, listen to this. When God decides to reveal something, nothing and no one can stop the truth from breaking through. Not timing, not distance, not lies, not fear. The truth finds a way to rise, and that's exactly what's happening now. You've been feeling emotional lately, haven't you? Your sleep has been off. Your mood has been swinging. Your dreams have been vivid. Your spirit has been restless. That's because your soul already knows what your eyes have not yet seen. You're being prepared. You're being strengthened. You're being positioned for the moment when everything becomes clear. Don't scroll, because this next part will resonate deeply. Someone thought you were too forgiving, too trusting, too soft to ever recognize their betrayal. They thought your kindness made you blind. They thought your heart made you vulnerable. But what they didn't realize is that your heart is not weak. It is spiritually tuned. You can sense deception before it's spoken. You can feel truth without proof. You can pick up on energy before anything is revealed. And God gave you that gift not to hurt you, but to protect you. And right now, that gift is activating stronger than ever. You're not overthinking, you're awakening. You're not paranoid, you're discerning. You're not imagining, you're spiritually aligned. Don't scroll, stay right here, because the next part is something your soul already knows but needs to hear aloud. The truth coming out is not just about who hurt you, it's about who is meant for you. Someone connected to your spirit, someone whose energy matches yours on a deeper level, someone who feels your absence even when they don't speak it, is waking up too. They've been sensing your shift. They've been dreaming about you. They've been feeling unexplained emotions that lead them back to you. Because while God is exposing the wrong people, He is also awakening the right ones. You've been seeing signs tied to them too, unexpected memories, waves of longing, dreams that feel like messages, numbers like 1111 or 555 when thinking of them. This is not random. This is alignment. This is divine timing beginning to take shape. Don't scroll, your heart needs this final confirmation for part 2. You are not walking into a season of loss. You are walking into a season of truth. The truth about who was against you. The truth about who was for you. The truth about who still loves you. The truth about who God is removing. The truth about who God is elevating. The truth about who God is aligning with your path. Everything is about to make sense. Everything hidden is about to be revealed. Everything confusing is about to be clarified. Stay calm. Stay grounded. Stay spiritually awake. God is revealing everything, and what's coming will set you free in ways you never imagined. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what you're about to hear will connect every spiritual dot your heart has been struggling to understand, and this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now more than you even realize. You've been carrying the weight of something unseen, something unspoken, something that your intuition detected long before your mind could make sense of it. That heaviness in your spirit, those sudden emotional shifts, the moments where your heart felt pulled in directions you couldn't explain, none of that was random. You were picking up on the energy of truth trying to reach you. They thought you'd never find out, they thought their actions were hidden, they thought their intentions were protected by distance, lies, or silence, but God has been uncovering everything piece by piece, revealing what needed to be exposed, showing you signs through angel numbers, dreams, déjà vu moments, and intuitive nudges that kept whispering, "Pay attention." And don't scroll, because this next part is going to hit your spirit deeply. Someone who thought they could move in the shadows is now being confronted by the very light they hoped to avoid. God has stepped into the situation. When God decides to reveal, nothing stays hidden. Every whisper becomes audible. Every lie becomes visible. Every mask slips. You've been feeling the shift because the spiritual realm has been rearranging everything around you. People who were not aligned with your destiny are being forced out. People whose hearts were unclean toward you are being exposed. People who misjudged you, misunderstood you, or underestimated you are being shown the truth about who you really are. And this revelation isn't just happening around you, it's happening within someone whose connection to you runs deeper than either of you admitted. Don't scroll, stay here. Your energy has been calling for clarity, and this is one of the reasons. Someone from your past, someone who once held a piece of your heart, someone whose emotions toward you were real but buried, has been going through their own awakening. They didn't tell you. They didn't confess it. They didn't show it. But their spirit has been feeling the shift too. The same angel numbers you've been seeing, they've been seeing. The same emotional waves you've been feeling, they've been feeling. The same restlessness, the same tugging sensation, the same sense that the truth is about to explode, they've been sensing it too. And what they're realizing now is something they never expected. They believe things about you that were never true. Someone spoke against you. Someone twisted your intentions. Someone painted a false version of you. And this person believed it, until now. Because God is revealing everything. Don't scroll, this is where your heart needs to lean in. This person is experiencing guilt, confusion, clarity, and awakening all at once. They're replaying conversations, remembering moments, questioning why they allowed distance to grow between you. They're realizing they misjudged your heart. They're realizing they walked away from something pure. They're realizing they let other voices drown out the truth their soul already knew. And now that God is exposing the lies, revealing the hidden intentions of others, and lifting the fog from their eyes, they are starting to see you differently, clearly, truthfully, spiritually. You've been feeling this shift because their energy is reaching for you. Their heart is remembering you. Their soul is acknowledging the bond that never truly broke. But don't scroll, because this revelation is not only about someone awakening to their feelings. It's also about your own spiritual evolution. The reason you had to be separated, the reason things felt confusing, the reason the distance hurt so deeply, is because God needed to remove the wrong people from your path so the right truth could rise. You are stepping into a season where things will start to make sense. Where every betrayal becomes a blessing. Where every lie becomes a lesson. Where every loss becomes protection. Where every ending becomes alignment. And the truth God is revealing will not break you, it will free you. Don't scroll, because this next part is powerful. The person who once doubted you is now beginning to see your worth in ways they never did before. They're realizing your heart was sincere. They're realizing your intentions were pure. They're realizing you were genuine in a world full of masks. And they're also realizing that the people who spoke against you did so out of jealousy, insecurity, or fear of losing influence. God is showing them the truth, and it's hitting them harder than they expected. They're feeling regret, not because of rejection, but because they finally see what they lost, what they overlooked, what they took for granted. And this awakening is not light, it is intense, emotional, unavoidable. They are being spiritually pushed to face their own choices. Don't scroll, your heart needs this final confirmation for part 3, the truth is rising like a wave, and nothing will stop it. God is revealing everything, not to shame anyone, but to heal you, to strengthen you, to realign your path with destiny. You are stepping into a new level of spiritual clarity where your intuition will sharpen, your circle will shift, your connections will evolve, and the people meant for your future will be separated from those who were only meant for your past. You are protected. You are guided. You are chosen. And what God is revealing next will validate every feeling, every suspicion, every intuitive whisper you've been carrying in silence. Stay ready, the next truths coming your way will change everything. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what you're about to hear is going to connect to the very pressure you've been feeling in your chest, the heaviness you couldn't explain, the strange emotional shifts you thought were random. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because you are stepping into a moment where God isn't just revealing pieces of the truth, He's revealing the whole truth, the truth you've been sensing in your spirit but couldn't put into words, the truth that has been trying to reach you through signs, dreams, intuition, angel numbers, and emotional signals that felt too intense to ignore. Something inside you has been preparing, aligning, awakening, and you know it. You felt it in those moments when your heart suddenly sped up, when your breath felt heavier, when your spirit whispered, "Pay attention," even when nothing obvious was happening around you. And don't scroll, because this next part is the moment where everything starts to make sense. Someone who thought their actions were hidden, someone who believed their intentions would stay disguised, someone who counted on your innocence or your loyalty to keep you unaware, is now having their truth dragged into the light, not by you, not by gossip, not by coincidence, but by divine timing. God is revealing everything because the truth is necessary for your elevation. You've seen glimpses. Shifts in people's tone, inconsistencies in their words, uneasiness in their energy, subtle signs that something wasn't right. But now the exposure is unfolding in a way that can't be denied, delayed, or explained away. And listen to this, don't scroll. The reason this revelation is coming now is because you reached a spiritual threshold. You've grown. You've evolved. Your discernment has sharpened. You no longer fit in places where deception thrives. You no longer tolerate what your old self tolerated. You've stepped into a new version of you, and this version can no longer carry hidden lies, false friends, manipulated connections, or soul-draining relationships into the destiny God has prepared. The exposure isn't punishment, it's protection. And it's not just about betrayal, it's about alignment. Don't scroll, because this next part will hit your soul. While God is revealing the people who spoke against you, who acted against you, who doubted you, who misjudged you, He is also revealing the truth about someone who cares for you deeply, someone who once stayed silent, someone who once watched from a distance, someone whose feelings for you were real but buried beneath fear, confusion, pride, or influence. And now that the lies, manipulations, and misunderstandings are being exposed, this person is seeing you clearly for the first time. They're waking up emotionally, spiritually, intuitively. They're recognizing your worth, your heart, your authenticity, and they're realizing everything they believed before was filtered through the opinions of those who didn't want them to see your light. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. This person has been feeling the shift just as strongly as you have. They've been seeing signs. 1111 when they think of you, 444 when they feel alone, 222 when they question the balance of their life, and those signs have been stirring something inside them, something God is revealing privately before it becomes public. They're realizing they misjudged you. They're realizing they let the wrong voices shape their perception. They're realizing their distance wasn't clarity, it was confusion. And now that God is revealing the manipulations and hidden intentions of people around them, they're beginning to understand that you were the truth all along. Don't scroll, stay with me. The spiritual awakening happening in them is intense. Their heart is restless. Their mind is replaying old conversations. Their soul is tugging at them, reminding them of the peace they once felt with you. And as truth is revealed around them, they're realizing how deeply they care for you, how strongly they're connected to you, how spiritually aligned you are. They thought they could walk away, but their heart didn't. They thought they could silence their feelings, but their soul couldn't. And now they're being confronted with the truth. They were wrong about you, and God is showing them that unmistakably. And don't scroll, because this is the part your spirit has been waiting for. God is revealing everything at the same time for a reason. The betrayal, the lies, the gossip, the hidden actions, the unspoken feelings, the suppressed love, the spiritual connection. All of it is rising together because your story is shifting. You're entering a season where clarity pours in like sunlight through darkness. This is the season where the wrong people fall away effortlessly, where the right people gravitate toward you naturally, where truth aligns with purpose, where your intuition proves itself right again and again. This is the season where God says, no more confusion. No more deception. No more illusion. Here is the truth. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this final confirmation. The revelation is not coming to break you, it's coming to bless you. The exposure is not coming to hurt you. It's coming to free you. The awakening happening in that person is not random, it's divine timing. You are not losing. You are being lifted. You are not being abandoned. You are being chosen, chosen by God, chosen by destiny, chosen by truth. And soon, everything that felt tangled in confusion will unravel into clarity so powerful that you will finally understand why your spirit has been preparing you. The reveal is here. The truth is rising. And your next chapter begins with everything God is uncovering right now. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what you're stepping into now is the moment your soul has been sensing for weeks, maybe even months, and this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, especially after the emotional turbulence you've been feeling. There's a reason your spirit has been restless, your mind unusually alert, your intuition louder than your logic, and it's because God is revealing not only what was done behind your back, but also what was hidden inside someone's heart. Truths that were suppressed, emotions that were buried, intentions that were disguised beneath fear or confusion. They thought you'd never find out. They thought their actions would stay in the dark. They thought their silence was enough to conceal what they really felt. But don't scroll, because heaven has decided that this season of secrecy is over. You have stepped into a spiritual atmosphere where everything, yes, everything, that was suppressed, whispered, concealed, manipulated, or left unspoken is rising to the surface like a wave that cannot be held back. And this isn't happening to overwhelm you, this is happening to free you, align you, elevate you, and ultimately protect the destiny God has placed over your life. Listen, because your soul already knows this, something has shifted in the energy around you. The pressure you felt? It was truth trying to break through. The heaviness in your chest? It was spiritual tension. The random moments of clarity that hit you like lightning? That was God revealing glimpses of what's about to be fully exposed. And don't scroll, because the next part is crucial. Someone in your life, someone emotionally connected to you, someone who once acted indifferent or distant, has been wrestling internally with the truth about you. They've been seeing everything now. They've been realizing the lies someone else told them. They've been noticing the manipulation. They've been waking up to the reality that they were misled about who you are, what you intended, and what your heart really carried. And this revelation is hitting them harder than they expected. Their soul is in conflict. Their mind is overwhelmed. Their emotions are erupting. Because now, with God unveiling everything, they're seeing your light clearly, purely, beautifully, and they're recognizing that they once doubted someone they should have trusted. Don't scroll, stay with this. This person is entering a stage of spiritual awakening where they can no longer ignore the connection you shared. They can't silence the memories. They can't dismiss the signs. They can't pretend they don't feel the pull toward you. They've been seeing angel numbers like 222 when they think about rebuilding balance with you, 444 when they feel lonely or unprotected, 1111 when they imagine reaching out, and every single sign they receive is guiding them back toward the truth God is showing them. They're realizing they believed the wrong voices. They're realizing they let outsiders interfere. They're realizing their distance from you wasn't based on truth, it was based on fear, confusion, or misinformation. And now, as God exposes the motives of those who wanted to keep you two apart, this person is feeling everything they buried: regret, longing, curiosity, affection, and a powerful desire to understand the real you. Don't scroll, this is where the revelation intensifies. The exposure happening isn't just about betrayal, it's about correction. It's about resetting the narrative that was twisted around you. It's about showing people, including this person, who you truly are beneath the lies others tried to paint you with. God is revealing your purity, your loyalty, your sincerity, your spiritual depth. God is showcasing your heart, your intentions, your truth. And because of that, someone who once misunderstood you is being humbled. They're realizing your absence changed them more than they thought. They're realizing your connection was deeper than they admitted. They're realizing the emotional distance didn't erase what they feel, it magnified it. Don't scroll, your heart needs this next part. The reason the truth is being revealed now is because you are entering a season of spiritual elevation where you cannot afford to have the wrong people in your circle or the wrong perspectives shaping your future relationships. God is clearing your path. God is detoxing your energy field. God is removing false influences. God is repairing the spiritual bridge between you and the person whose soul is tied to yours. And this exposure is the reset both of you needed. Because once the truth is fully revealed, the confusion will fade. The assumptions will disappear. The emotional fog will lift. And clarity, deep, unmistakable clarity, will replace everything that once clouded your connection. Don't scroll, because what's happening next is powerful. The person who once stayed silent is now feeling the urge to speak. The person who once pulled back is feeling drawn toward you again. The person who once doubted you is now questioning themselves. God is working on their heart, softening it, awakening it, pulling it out of fear and into truth. They're seeing signs of you everywhere, and it's not accidental, it's divine. They're feeling emotions they thought they had buried forever. They're being reminded of the peace they felt when they were connected to you. And as God continues to reveal everything, this person will have no choice but to confront what they feel, what they lost, and what they want moving forward. Don't scroll, your heart needs this final confirmation in part 5. Everything being exposed is preparing you for a new chapter where deception cannot follow, where hidden intentions cannot hide, and where the truth about others, about you, and about this connection, will burst into the open. This exposure is not your downfall, it's your breakthrough. You are being aligned with people who truly see you, truly value you, truly understand your heart. And the person whose emotions God is awakening? They're stepping into a realization that will change the entire dynamic between you. Stay ready. God is revealing everything, and some of the revelations will surprise you in the best possible way. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what you're about to hear is the emotional and spiritual confirmation your soul has been crying out for. And if your chest feels tight or your breathing shifts even slightly as you read this, that's because this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. You've reached a point in your journey where God is no longer just exposing what was hidden around you. He's exposing what was hidden within people, the truths they tried to silence, the emotions they tried to bury, the intentions they thought they could hide behind excuses, pride, or fear. And don't scroll, because this is where the reveal intensifies. Someone who crossed paths with your destiny, someone who felt something real for you but didn't understand it at the time, is now being spiritually shaken awake. Everything God is exposing externally is triggering something internally in them. They're seeing how people lied about you. They're seeing how someone manipulated their perception. They're seeing how jealousy painted a false version of you. They're realizing they believed narratives that were never true. And now, with God pulling the curtain back, they're experiencing a flood of clarity that's overwhelming, emotional, and impossible to run from. Don't scroll, your spirit needs this next part. This person has been feeling restless. Emotionally restless, spiritually restless, mentally restless. They can't shake the feeling that something is unfinished between you. They can't escape the memories. They can't silence the questions. And it's not because they're confused, it's because God is revealing the truth to them in a way they can't deny. He's showing them your heart, your purity, your loyalty, your value. He's revealing who you really were in their life. He's pulling back every layer of illusion they once believed. And he's showing them the difference between the people who spoke for you and the truth that spoke through you. Don't scroll, because the energy shift you've been feeling is directly connected to the awakening happening inside this person. They're beginning to understand the connection in ways they didn't before. They're realizing the bond wasn't casual. They're realizing the timing wasn't random. They're realizing the emotions they felt weren't temporary. And now that God is revealing the intentions of the people around them, they're seeing that your presence in their life had purpose, divine purpose. They're seeing that your connection wasn't an accident, it was alignment. They're seeing that the feelings they tried to run from were actually guiding them toward growth, healing, and truth. Don't scroll, because this next part is going to hit you in the deepest part of your chest. This person is feeling drawn back to you. Not because of loneliness, not because of nostalgia, but because God is showing them that you were sent into their life for a reason, and the truth is becoming too loud to ignore. They've been dreaming about you, thinking about you at unexpected times, feeling your energy in moments where their emotions feel too heavy to carry alone. They're seeing angel numbers connected to you. 1111 during moments of longing, 555 when experiencing sudden change, 222 when seeking emotional balance, and 444 during nights they feel spiritually exposed. These numbers are not random, they're divine signals aligning them with realization. And don't scroll, because you need to hear this. They feel guilty. They feel regretful. They feel humbled. They're realizing they didn't value you the way they should have. They're realizing they allowed fear or ego or influence to pull them away from something real. They're realizing they didn't speak up when they should have. They're realizing they didn't protect the connection the way God intended for them to. And now that truth is unraveling, they're feeling the full weight of what they lost. But God isn't exposing this to hurt them, He's exposing this to heal the bond, realign the connection, and bring truth to the surface. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this part. You've been sensing their emotional pull. You've been feeling waves of emotion that weren't yours. You felt sadness hit you out of nowhere. You felt tenderness rise up without explanation. You felt a tug on your spirit that didn't make sense in the physical world. That wasn't imagination, that was resonance. That was your spirit responding to theirs. That was their awakening crossing into your energy field. And the reason you've been feeling it more intensely is because God is preparing both of you for a moment of truth, a moment where everything hidden, everything suppressed, everything avoided will demand to be acknowledged. This is divine timing unfolding, not human timing. Don't scroll, because the next part is powerful. While God is exposing those who tried to harm you, He is also restoring the path of those who were meant to walk with you but got lost along the way. This person is being spiritually redirected back toward you. Their heart is being softened. Their pride is being stripped. Their ego is being humbled. Their spirit is being awakened. And their truth, the one they kept buried, is rising to the surface like a wave too strong to push down. They are nearing a point where they will no longer be able to stay silent, no longer be able to pretend they don't feel anything, no longer be able to ignore the pull toward you. Their confession, their clarity, their emotional truth is forming, building, gathering momentum. And soon, so soon, you will understand why your spirit has been on high alert. Don't scroll. This is your confirmation for part 6, everything being revealed, everything being awakened, everything being exposed is part of a divine strategy to clear your path, correct misunderstandings, restore alignment, and bring truth into a connection that was spiritually assigned to your journey. You are stepping into revelation. You are stepping into clarity. You are stepping into divine vindication. And the person whose emotions God has awakened? They're stepping toward you with a truth they can no longer hide. Stay ready. The breakthrough is closer than you think. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what you're about to feel stirring in your spirit is not random, not accidental, not something your mind made up. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize, because the truth that has been hidden from you, the truth that others thought you would never uncover, the truth they assumed would stay buried forever, is rising to the surface in this very season of your life, and God is revealing everything in a way that will not only bring you clarity but restore your strength, rebuild your confidence, and realign you with the destiny that was always meant for you. You've been sensing it, haven't you? That shift in the air around you, that subtle but undeniable pressure in your chest, that sudden awareness that something is changing behind the scenes, something you can't quite name but can absolutely feel in your bones. Don't scroll, stay with this, because the revelation that's approaching you is bigger, deeper, and more divinely orchestrated than anything you've ever experienced before. For weeks now, maybe even months, you've been feeling emotional waves that make no sense on the surface, moments where your heart feels heavy without explanation, moments where your intuition seems louder than usual, moments where you wake up with a strange knowing that something is about to break open in your life. These sensations are real. These signs are intentional. They're happening because the spiritual realm is shifting on your behalf, clearing away fog, exposing hidden motives, illuminating truths, and preparing you for a breakthrough that will shake your entire story into alignment. Listen to this, your heart needs it right now. There are people who underestimated your ability to discern, your ability to rise, your ability to see the truth even when it was covered by lies, silence, or manipulation. They thought your kindness made you blind. They mistook your loyalty for weakness. They assumed your patience was ignorance. But they didn't understand that you're spiritually sensitive, energetically alert, divinely guided, and deeply protected by a higher power that sees what you cannot, hears what you didn't catch, and knows what they tried to hide. And now, in this exact season, what was hidden is being revealed, not to break you, but to free you. Don't scroll, this is important. You've been seeing signs everywhere. 111 when your spirit is awakening, 222 when balance is being restored, 333 when your angels are trying to speak to you, 444 when divine protection surrounds you, 555 when major change is right on the edge of unfolding. These numbers are not coincidences, they are warnings, confirmations, and spiritual messages preparing you for what's about to enter your awareness. Something you were blind to before is about to become impossible to ignore. Someone's true intentions, someone's real feelings, someone's hidden actions are being brought into the light. And the reason this is happening now is because you're finally strong enough to receive the truth without letting it break you. You're wiser now. You're spiritually elevated now. You're emotionally grounded in ways you weren't before. And God has been waiting for this moment, this exact moment, to show you what was happening behind your back, behind closed doors, behind smiles that weren't genuine and words that weren't honest. Don't scroll, your spirit needs this. You've been protected from certain people for a reason. You felt blocked for a reason. You felt disconnected from certain connections for a reason. What looked like confusion was actually divine prevention. What looked like delay was actually divine protection. And now the revelation is coming because you're stepping into a chapter where clarity is required, where deception has no place, where hidden truths can no longer follow you into your next level. And here's what's powerful, the truth that's coming is not meant to hurt you, it's meant to elevate you. It's meant to give you closure. It's meant to prepare you. It's meant to liberate you from emotional weight you didn't even realize you were carrying. Don't scroll, this part is for your soul. You may feel emotional before the revelation comes. You may feel restless, sensitive, or deeply introspective. That's not random, that's your spirit preparing for clarity. You might notice dreams that feel more vivid, thoughts that circle back to certain situations, sudden moments of remembering details you once dismissed. That's because your intuition is syncing with the truth, aligning with what God is about to show you. And when the truth finally drops into your awareness, whether through a message, a conversation, an unexpected sign, or a moment of divine clarity, you will feel your entire spirit shift. It will feel like a weight lifting, like a knot loosening, like your heart exhaling after holding its breath for too long. You will finally understand why you felt what you felt, why your spirit was restless, why your energy shifted around certain people. You will finally understand why you were guided to step back, to silence your reactions, to trust your intuition even when it didn't make logical sense. Listen to this, because your heart has been waiting for permission to let go of confusion. This is that permission. You are stepping into a revealing season where nothing hidden can remain hidden. You are stepping into a divine unfolding where every lie collapses under truth, where every deception is exposed by discernment, where every masked intention is revealed through spiritual insight. You are stepping into a moment where God Himself is pulling back the curtain, not to shame you, not to punish anyone else, but to deliver you into a higher level of peace, clarity, and emotional freedom. Don't scroll, because here is the confirmation: what you're about to learn will not break you. It will build you. It will strengthen your intuition. It will sharpen your discernment. It will heal your heart. And it will prepare you for the blessings, relationships, and opportunities that are aligned with the person you're becoming. The reveal is coming, and when it arrives, you'll realize it was never meant to hurt you, it was meant to guide you into your next divine chapter.